Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are continuing Gravity Rush. It's been a weird last couple of days, but I finally figured some things out. Thankfully I'm doing a little bit better. So yeah, I figured that we would jump back into Gravity Rush and see if we can finally finish all of the side missions today so that we are clear to start the main story mission next time. So the next one we had... Not doing that one. Forbidden Cargo. Let's start with that one. Sorry, hold on. Gotta adjust the chair. Make sure I'm in a good position. Ah, there we go. There's the serotonin. Alright. I like that little squat walk that Kat does when she's readying the jump for the the lunar jump. Little tiptoe. Kat's so cute. Oh. Oh, it's over in Industry. For some reason I thought it was an Aldebar. Someday I will climb the Erd Tree. Not the Erd Tree. Shit. I got Elden Ring on the brain. There we go. Oh. Hey, Vogo. Is that...
Okay.
Is that Obama? Oh, Jesus. Hey, Vogo, how you doing, bud?
Duosha.
Oh, come on.
Bogo?
What's wrong, Vogo?
Oh,
I was storing my cargo here,
damn
and
it.
some of it's missing. I only had my eyes off it for a second.
Ibu.
Again? It's getting harder and harder to feel sorry for you. Hey,
Hey,
I'm a busy man. I can't just stand around staring at boxes all day. Sun Shipping would be in deep trouble if it wasn't for Fee. I figured it'd be safe here, nice and out of sight. This is bad. If someone discovers what's inside... Never mind I said that. Is it more cake?
Huh?
What is inside? Nothing special, nothing at all. Please, you gotta find my cargo. The lion seal in this picture is on all the boxes. They haven't been missing long. I'm sure they're still somewhere in Industria. Something's not right about this, but I can't just leave you out to dry.
Cat.
You'll have my undying gratitude, Cat. I'll make sure you're well rewarded. Uh-huh.
Ibu.
No lion seal. These can't be the right boxes. I should look somewhere else. Wonder where they would be. Hold on. I think my friend just texted me. What? I'm sorry, I was confused. I just want to read what my friend texted you to me real quick. Okay, I think I'm getting a general justified. Also, I see you went with the Dom, or as I call it, the Eggman haircut this time around. I think I know what he was trying to say, but... What? Like... I know he uses... What, Dusty? What is it? What is it, little man? What? What is it? He's a good boy. Alright. Now, boxes. Oh, there we go. Whoop. Whoa.
Oh?
These aren't boxes either. Wait, what's this on the ground? Alias.
Oh,
An
oh.
old Alias wanted poster. The Hexville Phantom. What was he doing in Shirkapara Lao? And why did he help Elisa and the others get to Hexville?
Jumo?
Could Alias be behind the missing cargo? Meow.
Aoi!
No, it couldn't be. Let's keep looking around. Cat's like, nah. That's... nah. I wonder where it could be. Oh, here we go. No lion seal. Oh. Nope. Where could they be? This place is a ghost town. Where is everybody? Hello? Where are the boxes? Give them unto me. Yes. Oh, here we go. Not these either.
Oh.
Huh? Hello? Who's there? This guy might know something.
Shaju?
Hey, can I bother you for a second?
Shaju?
Excuse me. Can you hear me?
Oh.
He reacted. I need
Lajules?
to ask you something.
Mercy.
Back in my day, it was all natural.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Youngins nowadays are making those fake rocks of theirs. They think that's the easy way to make a fortune. What the heck is he talking about?
See.
Nature does what it does for a reason, you know. You can't just break its laws and expect to get away with it. With the fake stuff, all it takes is one mistake and you end up with that horrible smell. Not to mention they attract those nasty things. All natural. It's the only way to go. I think maybe it's time I go ask someone else. Maybe he knows? Nope. Please? Nope. Could these be them?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Nice goggles. What are you doing sniffing around here?
やっと
I'm looking for something. What?
アビ
Some stolen cargo? Boxes with a lion seal on them? Nothing like that around here. Now get lost. He stole them. He stole them. He's hiding something.
ラ
What
ビ
are
ボ
you not telling me?
なんと
None of your business.
ジュスラ
Hey, wait. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to chase him. How did I... Where'd it go? Down here? That's what I'm wondering, Cat. Oh, okay. Ugh. Where did you go? Couldn't have gotten that far. Gosh dang it. Up above? Like, up there? I mean, I guess. I feel like this is a little bit too high up though. I missed the dome. I'm too far up. Maybe up there? Yeah, let's try this. Higher up? What? Where? I don't see him. Oh, okay. Here we go. Now I'm finding him. There he is. Oop, he's getting on the train. Where are you going? Stole my friend's cargo. Get back. Get back.
ジェッタ
The lion symbol. Yep.
ケルセット
Found you. How'd you...
イリア
Those boxes have a lion seal. I knew it. You're the thief. I'll let you go if you hand over the boxes nice and quiet. Fat chance. The stuff in there is worth a fortune. I'm gonna unload it and make a bundle. Is it more cake? I bet you it's more cake. Not if I stop you.
しづら
How
い
you gonna do that, Pipsqueak? Don't underestimate Cat. Oh, this stinks.
あどう
Well, this is what happens when you break the law. No, really, it's awful. It's your fault.
いっぱいだ
My eyes are watering.
プーレ
If
ット
you think a few tears are gonna get you, Cat, it's the smell. Out of this, wait, it does stink. Ugh.
ジェッタ
Ah, Nebby. more? Is that smoke pouring out of the boxes attracting the Nevi? Guess I better smash them up. What is it? Explosives? That's the last of them. I know whatever was in these boxes is what attracted the Nevi. Something stinks. And it's not just the stuff in the boxes. One way or the other, I'm getting answers from Vogo. Vogo, you better not be up to no good again. Oh shit, more Nevi. I knew it, Nevi here too. Vogo, are you alright? Cat, help! Alright, but you're gonna tell me what's going on when I'm done. I'm gonna have to smash all your shipping crates. What? How am I supposed to make out of this deal then? Shit. I missed. Shit. There we go. They just kept on avoiding me. Oh, shit. God, I really wish I had a lock-on button. Oh, calm down, Vogo. I am doing something. Oh. The smoke isn't going away, and it's attracting more and more Nevi. Destroying the boxes isn't enough. It takes time for the stuff to fully break down. And there was a lot in those boxes. But enough about that. Come on, take out these monsters. Okay, there we go. The whole batch got wiped out because it went and spontaneously reacted on me. Is it like cheese? Like fermented cheese? Why would fermented cheese attract Nevi, though? That doesn't make any sense. Think of the money I could have made. What went wrong in the manufacturing process? Vogo, please tell me you're not planning on trying again. But no, of course not. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh?
What? It's that old guy from before. Vogo! God damn it. There he goes. Get back here! Vogo lost his shipment, and I lost my reward when Vogo ran away. As always, dealing with Vogo stinks. Yeah. Come on, let me move. There we go. Oh, there are all the people. Oops. Side missions. Okay, what's next? Not the angel one. A game of gravity. Okay, let's do that one. Oh, is it over in Jirga-Paralao? Okay. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? All the daytime Hercules who right humanity's wrongs. Where are the noble heroes upon a pure white steed? Late at night, I toss and I turn, I dream of what I need. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be tall and he's gotta be sure and he's gotta be larger than life. Larger than life. I don't know why I had that song stuck in my head this morning. My gravity gauge is actually doing pretty well. All these side missions I'm doing are actually upgrading it. That'd be nice. There's Bonta down there. I still think it's so cool that the two cities are linked now. It's just such a cool concept, you know? I love this section of the city. It's one of my favorites right here. Alright. Yeah, that's really far away, huh? Maybe I should have fast traveled. Oh. Is it a Vogo and Fee's mansion? Huh. Is it another mission with Vogo? Oh no. It's a mission with Fee. Alright, cool. Wait. What voice did I give to Fee again? I haven't seen him in so long. Shit. It's been so long since I've seen Fee that I completely forgot. Oh, right, I made him sound like Christopher Walken. Whoa, who are all these people?
Silly.
Well, in between jobs, I'm serving as a martial arts trainer. Oh, cool, you have your own dojo. Say, would you mind giving them some sparring practice? Sure thing. Always nice to get a good workout. Obviously, busting out my gravity powers is a no-no. But how easy should I go on them? Hey, she's making fun of us. Hey, I can't help it if I'm too powerful. Cat with a subtle flex. I mean, come on. I can't help that I'm, you know, such a badass.
Taylor.
If you're so confident, how about taking on 100 of my best students? You have 100 students? Alright, that's fair. I won't have to hold back. Show them what you can do. Oh boy. Okay, just so we're clear, we're about to have a 1 versus 100 fight. Fight off my students as they come at you. But no gravity powers, no leaving the arena, and no falling in the lake.
どうしよう
Got it? 100, huh? I'll give it all I've got. No gravity powers, no falling in the lake. Can't use your gravity powers. Each time you land a hit, the tension gauge will rise. As time passes, or if you take damage, the tension gauge will fall again. If the gauge maxes out, you'll enter a brief period of bonus time where you'll be in Jupiter style. Oh. Cool. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting farted. Oh god. My hand is starting to hurt from spamming the square button. Oh boy. Get out of here. I wish I had a lock-on button. Wait, oh my god, I'm only halfway. Jesus. I'm just getting started. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I'm starting to laugh because they literally only recorded one sound for all of for them getting knocked down. Yeah. I also love how Cat doesn't fight with her hands. She just fights with her legs. Thighs of steel. Oh, no, wait. She just did a... Did Cat just do a hand strike? Maybe it's just because I'm dodging so much that she's only using kicks. Get out of here. 3 left. 2 left. That's the last of them. That's enough! Whew. Phew, that's the last of them. There's still one left. It's you, right? It's gonna be him. It's gonna be Fee. Let's see if he does better than the last time we fought. Because the last time we fought, I beat him pretty easily. Huh? Oh.
Ujo?
Me? How about a game of Biorak? Sure, but if I'm fighting you, there's no way I'm holding back. Is Biorak the game we played when I first fought him? The one with the balls? Oh, shit! Okay, Fee. Come here, then. You're not knocking me in the water again. Small motherfucker. How dare you cheat? I win the actual way. 1-1. Here we go. Come on. Come at me. Come here. Bam. I also like how they're playing the same music as before. They're playing the, what's it called? The same music as the first fight. Come on, Pete. Ooh, he's got the locks down. Got him. I win. Nice try. You never cease to amaze me. Today taught my students and me a valuable lesson. We will look forward to our next fight after we've had some more time to train. Sure, anytime you're ready. Cool. That was cool. That was a nice simple mission after the last one. Learned the honored gesture. Cool. There we go. Okay. Side missions. No. No. Find the idol. What is that one? What was Find the Idol again? Was that the one where... Find the idol. Ah, yes. I remember now. Okay. Yeah, let's do that one. Do a barrel roll. It's kind of fun to just, you know, zone out and just fly, you know? Where am I going? This general direction. Since I can't see for jack shit, there are too many clouds in the way. Holy crap. Wait, is that the top? Is that the top of the world tree? No fucking way. Hang on. Is it the top? No, that can't be the top. It's not the top of the world tree. Is it? Wait a second. That's not the top, is it? There's no way. I can't... Doesn't it look like the top of the world tree is like... All the music went away. I wonder how far I'm going to be able to go up before it stops me. Oh, there's Fort Bismalia. That's the highest point in the game, right? Bismalia is the highest. Because Hexville is all down there. So Bismalia is the highest place you can go naturally. I don't need to go this way? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I could have sworn I could see the top of the world tree. Whatever. I guess for now I'll leave it be. She flies through the air with the greatest of ease. It's been a while since I sung that. Yeah, I'm amazed how much longer this game is than the first one. Because the first game, it only took me like 7 episodes to finish the whole thing. Then again, those episodes were a lot longer. They were like 2 hours each. And I haven't been able to do longer streams because of, you know, family stuff and personal stuff and schoolwork. Obviously, I've been having to focus on that a lot. What this one is about. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's this guy again. Hello? Kitten, long time no see. How would you like to be Hexville's #1 star? You mean #1 stunt woman? No, that's another way to put it. You're so perfect for the job. Pottery Jaw just loved your work.
Huh?
She did? The Pottery Doll liked my work? And if she likes you again, you could co-star in her next feature. She's on a drama location shoot downtown as we speak. Our eager fans are a little too eager and need some guiding away from the shoot. You want me to draw them off? Exactly. Here's a radio. I'll be in touch. Of course, you'll need to look the part. Yep. Gotta shift into our idol costume. God, my thumb is sore.
Red ball!
From that fighting, I had to hit the square button so many times. Draw at least 100 fans to the goal without letting any of them grab a hold of you. Okay. Cannot shift or change gravity styles. Alright. we go. Let's do it. Don't touch me. Wait, where's the goal? Oh! Watch yourself. No touchy. No touchy. We don't... No unwarranted touching. You consent first, motherfucker. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Shit. Yeah, I know. God, people need to fucking chill. Yeah, little kids chasing me too, Jesus. Don't touch. No touchy. Nope. No, thank you. I appreciate the support, but no. Oh, lag. The old lady. Alright, I mean, shit. I saw you on the big monitors. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. How do you do it? 69. Nice. How about these people? Are they pottery fans? Yep, they are. Whoa. Lag. Oh, Jesus. God, they're knocking things over. Okay. I got it. Take the side road. Okay. Head up the stairs? There's so many people. Ah. No. Ah. I'm gonna... Nope. Almost there. Oh, I see you. Ooh. Pottery went that way. Jesus. Great job, kitten. Pottery had nothing but good things to say about her lovely bodyguard. Bodyguard?
Ooh,
Don't get hung up on words. I can tell this is leading to great things, kitten. Remember to stay in shape. Never know when you'll be needed again.
やっと
I'm quitting show business. What? You can't be serious.
プレ
It's
オ
just
ラ
everything's so different from what I pictured in my head. I'm not cut out for this life. I'm going back to being a plain old gravity shifter. It's her! Stay back. You shouldn't be... It...
ジュース
Out of the way, Pops. It's her. It's really her.
やっと
I'm not pottery. I'm just a fake.
もうジ
We
ュ
know,
ー
we know. We're Gravity Queen fans. Oh, they're Gravity Queen fans. Fans of me? Really? Can I shake your hand? Thank you for everything you've done for us in the city. You're so cool. Can I get your autograph? Sure. One handshake and signature coming up.
エブレッ
Thank you so much. Keep up the good work.
ジュース
We're
市長
behind you all the way.
Oh,
Thank you for the
everyone.
support. Well, my dreams of being a star are over.
セリ
But I guess it's just as well because I only was made for one role. Gravity Queen. Cool. Alright. Fan. Nice. Okay. No. Going to town. Training day. Okay. It's up on the Bismalia? Is that what I'm saying? I think so. It's up on the Bismalia. I was just up there. Or is it? Is it on the Central Authority? Wait, I think it is on the Central Authority. Wait, is the Central Authority building even still here? I think it got destroyed. Didn't it? Oh, okay. It's in Havina. Havina, Unana. Half of my heart is in Havina, Unana. Half of my heart is in Havina. My heart is in Havina. Havina, Unana. There's the Bismalia, but I don't see the Central Authority building anymore. Maybe it really did get destroyed. Let me check. Yeah, it is just the Bismalia. So the Central Authority building must have gotten wrecked in the attack on Jirapalawao. Oh god, it's this lady again.
Okay.
Hey, it's the newspaper delivery guy. Hey, would you mind helping me with a little moving job? It's not gonna involve anything smelly, is it? No, nothing like that this time. Oh, this is the smelly box guy. Okay. Though it might take a little skill to pull the job off. This is the woman who needs help moving. She's that rich woman who was throwing parties in Havina. She's moving to Lake Comanza. And she needs someone to help her get all her stuff to the new place. A rich woman from Havina moving to Comanza? Maybe it's best if I don't ask the details. Alright, I think I can handle this. Okay then, just get all this stuff onto the moving boat for me. Start with this one. Formerly rich woman. Right. How am I supposed to fit all that on this little boat? That's the best I could do. All the other boats are out on jobs.
やっ
Guess I'll just have to make multiple trips.
あの
And swallow those fuel costs? I think not. Things are tight lately. I can't afford that. The woman who is burning fuel for parties is worried about conserving it now?
社長
Well, could you cut down on your luggage then? Absolutely not. Those pieces have all been in the family for generations. For someone moving on down, she's still as demanding as ever. Just stack it up. We'll figure out the rest.
ラジオレーション
Won't it fall? Are you gonna be able to steer the boat? Don't worry, I've driven under worse conditions. Great, so much for that way.
Sweet.
that way out. Let's get going, partner. We've got another job. I've got another job. We've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes? I better hurry. Do I have to pick them up in the order that she told me? I really hope not. Oh, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the viewership. 2 stasis. Okay. There we go. Shit. I need to be more careful. Alright. What the fuck? That's not where I aimed at all. Get on the fucking boat. Where are you going? Why did you go over there? What the... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna gather everything in one spot so I don't have to worry about wandering all around this lady's massive, stupid fucking house. Where's the rest of it? Is that everything? Yeah, frickin'... Okay. Shut up. I'm doing the best I can. What? Hello? I didn't break anything. Oh my god. God, I hate this game. Using lunar style. I'm trying to gather everything in one spot. One, two. I think so. I don't know, cat. What? Shut the fuck up. Okay, how does she get up on the thing? How did she manage to do a lunar jump that small? Am I just not supposed to hold the lunar jump? Is that what it is? Where are you going? What is happening right now? Are we really? God, I really wish I had your optimism, Cat. Where are you going? What the fuck was that? Get on the fucking car, Cat. Just drop it. Why do my fingers always stink? Like, even after I literally just took a shower, my fingers still smell like ass. Just fall. Just drop into... Yes. Beautiful. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. What? How did you end up over there? What the fuck? What? No. I'll do this mission once it actually works. I was stacking that stuff exactly as they told me on the cart, and that thing just suddenly exploded and collapsed in on itself, all on its own. That was not my fault. That mission can suck my dick. I'm doing a different one. I'm not doing the Eugene Ajin mission, though. No. No. Training day 2. Yeah, I guess I'll go hang out with Chaz. It'll make me feel better. Do your own stuff, bitch. Not my problem anymore. Vendor Center, right? There we go. Training day 2.
Viola, do la set,
Yep.
près
Don't
de
care.
son
Shut up.
kino.
Be quiet. I know what happened in the past.
Cat.
Cat, thanks for the other day.
やっ
Is that trainee we found in the box okay?
Suey.
Yeah, he's back on his feet and back to work. I just checked in on him over at the police warehouse.
Did you ever figure out how he ended up in that crate?
I was hoping to get an answer from him, but he doesn't remember anything that happened that day. It's obvious he didn't want to end up in that box. We have to get to the bottom of this. There's a possibility that this is all part of a bigger crime.
Got it. And I'm guessing you bit of a roadblock in your investigation?
Okay.
I see. Barbosa. How you doing, bud? Gosh, your hairline's even worse than mine.
Oh.
See that shit? See that?
Boss, what are you doing here?
Jazz, I know you feel responsible for the rookie. He was your trainee after all. What should I feel like I should give Barbosa a different voice. I've got it. But you're letting your desire to solve the case cloud your judgment. You've been working hard to fill Sid's shoes ever since he vanished. But you're too close to this incident to remain objective. You're trying to keep a level head, I get it, but you know and I know that's not possible. You should leave this case to me and the little lady over here.
See.
You're right, boss. All right, now it's in your capable hands.
That must be the police warehouse. Alright, let's go check it out.
Raj.
The first part of any good investigation is fact-finding. Get more information out of our rookie victim is the first step. Then, don't forget to question who might be involved. Yes, sir. Looks like I got roped back into helping the police. Oh, it's nice to have a real case to solve instead of that training stuff. Alright.
ロキセ
You're the detective who was in that crate?
Okay.
Sorry to bother you so soon after your recovery, but we have a few questions.
Sure.
I wish I could answer them, but I don't remember anything.
やっ
What's the last thing you remember? Well, I remember being in the supply warehouse.
See.
Maybe we should go have a look around the warehouse then. Lead on, rookie.
Suey?
Right this way. Oh, cool. There's a lot of stuff packed in here.
Raj.
This is the warehouse where we keep anything we might need.
Would you?
You work here?
Suey?
Yeah, I manage the warehouse's inventory.
ラジ
Do you
レシ
remember what you were doing on the day of the incident? Just the usual inventory, but I do remember a whack on the head, then everything going black.
Hola.
The whole thing reeks of foul play. Somebody probably went in that warehouse and whacked you on the head. Yes, they did. The rebels have been getting bolder. Could be their doing. They jump at any chance they could get to hurt the police. Oh, right, this happens in the past, so this is before Callie and Brahmin were overthrown. I wonder how far back this is, though. Is this even before Callie and Brahmin became public enemies? Because that would make sense. If they were still in power, then the rebels would still be attacking them to try and overthrow Brahmin. So this must be before even... This must be before Kat even exposed Brahmin and Kali. Alright. I'm just trying to figure out the timeline in my head. Alright, let's move out. Not this guy. Oops, sorry. Captain Barbosa. Relax, son. We're just here to ask about the crate case. Little lady, this officer is another rookie assigned to the warehouse. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary? Well, the crate inventory didn't add up. What? That sounds like a big deal. You're telling me the Internal Affairs Inspector was breathing down my neck about it. But come on, people make mistakes, you know? No need to make a stink about it. Something tells me this guy's not promotion material. Missing crates, that might be a clue. We can't discount misappropriation. There could be a conspiracy to keep the rookie quiet. Alright, let's move on.
this guy? The inspector. What are you doing here? That warehouse is off limits to non-police personnel.
Okay.
This little lady is a primary investigator on the crate case. Captain Barbosa, you're looking into my brother's case?
Oh?
Brother? The victim was my older brother. We're both in the police force. I just dropped by to check on the warehouse. You two are famous in the department. You both come from a long line of respected officers. As I recall, you graduated academy and entered the force before your brother. Since then, you've been working as internal affairs inspectors. Just between us, that makes your job a little difficult. Not at all. I make it a point to never talk police work with my brother. So you two don't see each other outside of work much? Oh no, we see each other all the time. We both still live with our parents. Have you noticed anything different about your brother lately? Well, he didn't come home the night before the incident. It was the first time he ever spent the night outside without calling us.
Oh.
And I think it's safe to assume the rookie went missing the night before his training day. Whoever did this could have been targeting the family.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on. Talk to Chaz. Chaz! I don't get why the rookie was stuffed in the crate.
Sui.
It does seem like we're out of leads. I can't believe I let this happen to one of my trainees. Don't worry, I'll solve this case or my name isn't Barbosa. You better get busy solving or get busy dying. It's almost like Scruffy's voice. Scruffy will die as he lived. I hate to admit it, but the perpetrator could be someone jealous of Chaz.
Okay.
Let's keep looking into this. Where do we go next, Barbosa?
Petita.
I think we've got enough information. According to that inspector, the rookie went missing the day before the training. The rookie mentioned getting whacked on the back of the head in that warehouse. Don't forget about the missing crate.
Should we?
That might be enough to go on.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on to the next step of our investigation. What's the next step? Let me know, boss. Oh, we got everybody here. Is this supposed to...
Okay.
Is that a Danganronpa reference? I've gathered everybody involved. This literally... Are we all standing in a circle? I mean... I've gathered everybody involved. First, the victim, a rookie with the force.
Sui.
Yes, that's me. Next, the other warehouse guard. That would be me. And the internal affairs inspector, brother of the victim. How am I involved? I just dropped by to check on the warehouse. Fine, if it helps, I'm in. Lieutenant Chaz, we'll need whatever information you've managed to gather.
Sui.
Sure thing, boss.
Okay.
Okay, little lady, before we get started with the questioning. Why me?
Should we?
I can't question them and watch their reactions at the same time. Are you saying the criminal is one of these three officers?
See.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Figuring out which one is up to you. Oh, okay. No, actually, kind of. Yeah. If Kat stands here... Hold on. There we go. It's a class trial now. I think it's the brother. Okay.
Sui.
I've been getting reports that the inventory is off, so I came by to inquire why. No matter how many times we count, the numbers don't add up. Isn't that right? I wouldn't know anything about it. What a strange reaction.
What?
Are you the one misappropriating our equipment? No, I'd never do that. Permission is required for any and all equipment leaving the warehouse. There's no way a rookie would just walk off with it.
See.
Guess not.
Oh.
I was an explosive crate short for training. So I asked the rookie to bring one.
Love it.
I miscounted when preparing the crates. That was my fault. But that would mean the other rookie was in the crate the whole time?
ラビ
So
ゴ
you hauled the crate with the rookie stuffed inside of it out to the training site?
Sui.
Guess so. Come to think of it, it was a little on the heavy side. I grabbed it from the usual place, so I didn't think twice about it. The rookie was in the explosive crate meant for Chaz's training program. And the guard working the warehouse is the one who brought it to the training site. I've got a hunch, little lady. Don't you think something's suspicious about the training crates? Training crates.
ジュジュン
Ah.
We were storing crates with explosives for training in the warehouse. It was my job to haul crates out to the training site,
ラやっ
and the
と
rookie was in one of them.
ラ
Did
ジュ
you
レー
notice
ション
anything strange when you were hauling crates?
Love it.
Strange? Well, now that you mention it, there was glass all over the warehouse floor that morning.
しとろ
Glass? Did someone break in through one of the windows?
Annoying.
Doubtful. Gringos patrol the area around the warehouse, and I didn't see any sign of an intruder on the grounds.
おお
I see. Glass on the warehouse floor. I've got a hunch, little lady. Don't you think something suspicious about the glass? Glass, huh?
シャジュ
Love it.
Glass. And now that you mention it, the doctor said he removed glass from my clothing.
Huh?
Glass in your clothing?
See.
This is the shard he found. Looks like a piece of a bottle.
おお
It's tinted, and it's curved a bit. I doubt it came from a window. Yeah, it looks like something that would come out of like an alcohol bottle, you know?
Oh.
It looks like a piece from a... I was right! It's a piece from a cocktail bottle. The glass I found on the floor looked like that.
お
Molotov cocktail.
Sui.
No mistake, I remember sweeping up the bottle's warning label. Glass all over the floor. And in the rookie's clothes. I think we're getting close to our answer. Excuse me. I've got a hunch, little lady.
宇宙
Don't you think something's suspicious about the empty Molotov bottle? Yes.
Love it.
An empty Molotov cocktail bottle. Oh, sorry. Well, we do use Molotov cocktails in training, but we always leave the bottles in the crates.
お
So
お
someone went into the warehouse and took the bottle out. But what happened to the stuff inside?
やっ
And the
と
bottle was found broken on the floor. So did somebody remove the explosive contents, then break it?
Sui.
It would seem so, but that doesn't make much sense. No, not if the criminal was after the explosives. And why would they go breaking the bottle and leaving the evidence like that?
イブ
Sounds like we still need more information. I think we're getting to the bottom of this. Day before training?
シャジュ
Sui.
I went straight home after work the day of the incident.
ロキセ
You didn't stop anywhere?
Say.
Nope, and my parents can verify that.
プティラ
Guess he's got an alibi.
やっ
You and your brother work at the same place, but you don't go home together? No, we work two different departments and have two different schedules. And I can't go giving him special treatment. No, I guess not.
Say.
He's an adult, and I wasn't worried when he didn't come home. His brothers don't seem to be on the closest of terms.
シャジュ
Lodge.
I was working the warehouse with him the day of the incident. We didn't need to prepare anything for training until the next morning, so I left early and went back to the dorm to catch some sleep before the training.
おお
I'm sure the people back at the dorm can verify your alibi.
Tila.
Say, Captain Barbosa, didn't we run into each other that day? The day before training? Yeah, you're right. I came by to drop off some paperwork, but I had a little bit too much to drink. On the job?
あ
No,
の
no, after the job. I don't remember that night.
I do remember a horrible stomachache the next day.
イブ
That's all we need to hear about that. So the
See.
rookie and the guard were both registered for Chaz's training program. Does that mean the guard is the last one to see the rookie before the incident? What's up, Bobosa? I've got a hunch, little lady. Don't
Would
you
you?
think something suspicious about Chaz's training? Chaz's training program, huh?
社長
Oshui?
Lieutenant Chaz's training program? Well, I was scheduled to attend. I guess you couldn't, given what happened. I'm sorry, I assumed you just overslept.
Dis-moi.
The victim was one of the trainees. When he didn't show up or call in, I had to admit I was worried.
やっ
I'm sure you were surprised to find him in one of the crates. Hmm.
社長
Sui?
I was supposed to join Chaz's training program too. We wanted to prepare for it, so we arranged to meet before. When he didn't show up, I went on alone. The rookie was already missing,
Love.
so I had to prepare everything for training on my own. I made a few mistakes, and Lieutenant Chaz rode me for them. To make up for it, the lieutenant decided to double my training load. Sorry, man. Hmm.
社長
About this whole incident, I think Lieutenant Chaz's training regimen might have something to do with it.
Would
What are
you?
you implying?
Sui?
I've had doubts about your training program in the past, and we've received claims that the program is unfairly intense. An officer is only as good as the training they receive.
18.
If they can't handle training, how are they going to handle things out in the field? What would you know about what it's like out there?
Okay.
Calm down, Chaz. Remember, he is an inspector. And I think we can all agree your training program is intense. But that's just Chaz's way of trying to fill the void Sid left behind. Chaz is a smart thinker and a hard worker. Heck, his hard work is the reason I've gotten nothing done all day, but sit at my desk. Sounds like there are issues inside the police department. Isn't there always, Kat? Isn't there always? What's up, Barbosa? I've got a hunch, little lady. Don't you
Would
think
you?
something's suspicious about Chaz's intensity? Chaz's intensity? Let me talk to the man
社長
himself.
Lafayette.
I had no idea my training program was so hated. Don't take it too hard. Say,
Would
little
you?
lady, you underwent Chaz's training, didn't you? Yep. Could this all be someone trying to interfere with Chaz's training program? Who, though? This guy?
社長
Sui?
Although the recruits hate the training program, it does bring results. So you admit Chaz might not be on the wrong track?
See.
Everyone wants to be liked. It's not easy being tough on your subordinates. But an organization sometimes need a person who can be tough. Disliked, even. Disliked, huh? Could someone be out to get Chaz?
社長ら
Oh,
Oh boy, Lieutenant Chaz's training program is a nightmare. He always rides me, making me stay after for further training.
Would you?
We hated training, didn't we? Someday all that training will save your butt out in the field. What? Never mind, it's nothing.
Shaju?
Oh, that? Well, what's wrong? Nothing at all. He's acting funny. Good work, little lady.
Jujula! Oh? Shaju?
Did I ask him about the empty bottle? A Molotov cocktail.
やっと
I'm assuming you kept those in the warehouse, right?
Okay.
Let's check it out.
See.
This is one of the bottles. Yep, same color, same curvature, everything. Wait,
Oh.
what is it, boss? I've seen this bottle before.
Oh.
Alright. I remember thinking it was booze and taking a sip.
面白
You what?
I was on my way home from the bar and wanted one last nip before calling it a night. So I dropped by the warehouse to see if anything would fit the bill.
イブ
And you thought the bottles were filled with drinking alcohol. Boy, did I pay for my mistake. My stomach was wrecked the next day. What did you do with the bottle? Out of stock. I tossed it.
Well, now we know where the glass on the floor came from.
Sounds like I'm the one to blame for that. I guess I did have a little bit too much to drink.
Rafi.
What's wrong?
We didn't figure out what was used to attack the rookie, or why he was stuffed in the crate in the first place.
Yeah?
I think we've reached a dead end. There's nothing we can do.
You're not giving up, are you? I'll find that criminal, trust me.
Who do I think it is? I think it's him.
クレミラおっしゃ
The warehouse guard is behind all this. Me? What are you implying?
やっと
Not sure. You
Okay.
can't just go fingering people. Why did he have to phrase it like that? You can't just go fingering people without evidence. Why did he have to phrase it like that? Oh my god, I'm 5 years old.
Patina.
I think you need to collect a little bit more information. Maybe the hit on the head?
ジュジュンラスプレラ
I know who did it.
You
What?
know? There was glass in the rookie's clothes, right?
Sui.
Yeah. You
Rafi.
don't mean. The day before the incident, you were scouring the warehouse for booze. You found a Molotov cocktail and, mistaking it for liquor, popped it open. When you took a sip, you realized your mistake and, in surprise, tossed the bottle. The bottle flew off and hit the rookie in the back of the head. Maybe? You had me going until you threw in that maybe. I did throw a bottle, but I threw it after hours when no one else was in the warehouse.
やっと ジュジュンラ社長
Chaz, what's wrong?
Sui.
We know the story behind the glass on the floor, and we know glass was found in the rookie's clothes. So if the rookie's assailant was wielding the bottle, that means...
Okay.
Hey now, you're not pointing the finger at me, are you? The bottle's my fault, but there was no one else in the warehouse when I was there. Maybe the criminal was trying to pin the crime on Barbosa? They could have been the one who put the glass in the rookie's clothes. Who would assault him? He's such a nice guy, I can't imagine anybody hating him. He does seem pretty nice. Doesn't seem like he has any enemies, does it? Maybe the brother?
社長
I was shocked when I heard my brother got attacked. We come from a proud family of officers. He should have been more vigilant. Don't be too hard on your brother. He could have really been hurt. Sibling rivalry. Feels like I've seen this somewhere before. Is that all we're gonna get out of him? The inspector's behind all this. Do you have any evidence to support your bold claim? Oh, well, you're grasping at straws. I think we
Patina.
need to collect a little bit more information. Okay. Stop phrasing it like that, please.
Jujula.
Lafayette.
So hated.
Shaju.
Sui.
Right.
Shaju.
Oh.
Is it the guy? No way.
Kulemila. Osha.
That was a Danganronpa reference.
Sui.
That should be enough.
Oh.
Footsteps. Somebody's coming. I gotta hide. Oh, there's what I need. What the heck is this?
Oshui?
Kulemila.
The
Osha.
rookie is behind all this. That was very Danganronpa when they showed all the faces and then did the close-up on the guy. The only thing that's missing is that the center would have shattered and the whole screen would have broke. Not actually, but, you know, like an effect of breaking. The rookie is behind all this. I'm sorry. What? I couldn't bear another day of Chaz's training. I thought if he didn't have the explosive, he'd have to cancel the training. So I hid in the warehouse after work and started throwing the explosives away. That's why the inventory was off.
Sui.
On the day before training, while I was draining the explosives, I heard someone coming. So I dropped the bottle and hid in the empty crate. Those footsteps must have been me. That explains the unopened bottle I found, too. You opened the bottle, drank it. I was so shocked by the taste, I threw it.
Si.
I was peeking out the crate when you did,
Look
and that's how the bottle hit the rookie's head. I
Sui.
must have lost consciousness in the crate, and
Lafayette.
the bottle must have been broken after hitting the floor, causing some of the glass to fly up and land on his clothes. And I hauled the crate with him in it out to the training ground. All that just to get out of training? Really? You finally accepted it to the police force and this happens. Sorry, I know I screwed up. Family. I'm sorry too. I guess my training program is a little severe. That's an understatement.
See.
Don't take it too hard. You were just thinking about what was best for your trainees. I understand
Shui.
wanting out of training, but running's not the answer. And you, Inspector, you need to cut people a little slack. But you know your brother thinks the world of you. He's always going on about how proud he was of you. He was?
Oak.
Well, that wraps up the case. Let's go celebrate and make up with a drink.
Sidukua
And so
Sunju
the crate
Bise
case was
Shuidu.
finally solved.
Viola.
Not
Do
being
la
able to
set
drink myself, I
plein
stayed
de
behind and had a
son
chance to reflect on the case. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that Barbosa's drinking habit was the true culprit. But there he went, wrapping up the case by suggesting alcohol to smooth things over. Wait, Cat's not able to drink? Why not? Wait a second, how old is Cat? How... I mean, if she says she can't drink, then she's not 21. I thought she was like, how old is Cat in Gravity Rush? According to Gravity Rush 2 Complete Guide, Cat is 17 at the outset of Gravity Rush 2. Wait a second. Is later referred to as an adult, but is not old enough to drink alcohol. So if the game follows Japan's liquor laws, Cat would be either 18 or 19. You know what? I'm gonna say that Cat's 19. Because it's been quite a while since the start of the first game. It's been a couple of months since the second game's story started. And even if and it's the same thing in America. A person has to be 21 before they can drink. Which is weird that... Yeah, I always thought Cat was an adult anyway. I always assumed she was like 20-something. Like 23 or 24. I guess she's younger than I thought. I'm just gonna say she's 19 because she can be kind of goofy, but she's also pretty mature, so. Missions. Side missions. No. Not doing the Yuji mission. The Grand Illusion. What the hell? Spirit of a Man. Nope. Going to town. Nope. So I'm not doing this one because that's the delivery mission with the lady. This is the... Alright, fine. What the hell? There's a mission right here. The Grand Illusion. Well, that's an interesting title. Hold on, let me get these giant gems first. See what this is, I guess.
Viola, Duracet, près de son canon.
Me of the past, okay.
Chaju?
Oh, it's another mission with Chaz. Okay. Chaz, don't tell me you're handling another training program.
Really?
No. I'm actually trying to follow up on Sid's old case.
Lafayette.
Have you heard of the missing orphans case from 3 years ago?
This
Yeah, I know it. I remember talking to Raven about it. She could never stand anyone who would hurt children. My throat is so fucking dry. I need to go get some water. I've been talking for so damn long. Returned. And I also have a Pop-Tart. You like mukbang in your games? Well, now we got mukbang. She could never stand anyone who would hurt children. Me neither. If the case hasn't been solved yet, I'd be happy to help.
Everett.
Thank you, Cat. I could use all the help I can get. I've received some leads on potential suspects. They're rumored to be hanging around Freedom Square.
See.
Oh god, that's good.
Whew. Let's go over there and check them out.
Fuchila.
The suspects are rumored to be around here. Our informant gave us this picture. Would you
Would
ask
you?
around about him? Everybody knows I'm a cop. No problem. I'll check around. Ask around Freedom Square for information.
Letu? Uju. Letu? Silala.
Oh.
Sorry. My bad. The old missing orphans case? Did that ever get solved?
Puleola.
Unfortunately, no. We never found the person responsible. We're checking out a lead that might be in the area. Right, see. I've never seen that guy, but I hope you catch him. I have a little girl myself. I couldn't bear to think of her going through that. Maybe this lady with the nice fashionable hat?
Letu? Sevi.
This guy?
Uju.
Wait, isn't that the rookie from the last mission? Oh, this guy.
Hanoi.
The suspect in the missing orphans case. Sorry, never seen him. Do you know anything that could help us?
Rough
I remember it was about the time that the storms. Bleh. I remember it was about the time that storms struck away Nur Heralian. In all the chaos that ensued, the case was probably forgotten. Back then, gravity storms were a big deal. Thanks to Dr. Brahman, we don't have to worry about them anymore. Yeah, this definitely happens in the past, because in the present, Dr. Brahman is a shish kebab.
Juicy? Uju. Sevi. Juicy? Letu? Juicy?
How are you, sir?
I know it.
Sorry, don't know the guy.
Oh,
I didn't realize the missing orphans case was unsolved, though. You should get Callie Angel to help. She'd catch the criminal. Unless I catch him first. Yeah, this definitely happens in the past, because in the present, Callie is a frickin' pancake. She turned into a flesh mountain, and then she exploded. Anyway. Hey, Dusty. How about you, madam? No? You?
Les deux? C'est là là.
How are you guys?
Shui.
Missing orphans case? Oh yeah, it was a big deal back then. Who knows why the abductor did what they did?
やっと。
I'm following up on a lead now. This is your suspect? Looks familiar. But no, I can't place him. Sorry, I hope you catch him. I'm not getting anything useful out of these people. I'm exhausted. Maybe something sweet will get the brain working.
S'il vous
I
plaît.
know what would supercharge this investigation. Donuts and coffee. I bet they sell them around here. It's very stereotypical of you, Kat, but I appreciate it.
Hola.
One donut and one coffee, please.
Melby.
One moment, dear. Ooh, that looks good. Give me that. Give me some of that donut. That's better. Oh, by the way, have you seen this guy before? Oh, yes. He's a friend of one of our best customers. He is?
L'avez-vous?
Has your customer brought this friend recently? No,
not-
I think they just came by together the one time. Of course, my customer stops by almost every day. He might know the suspect's whereabouts. I have to tell Chaz. I just got a lead down at the donut shop. One of their regulars knows the suspect.
こちら。
She might know where we can find him.
Aoi.
The woman who runs the place says her customer stops by every day.
おう。
Then we put the place under watch. If he shows up, he might lead us right to our suspect. Don't worry, we'll catch whoever took those children. Look, someone's coming. Is that her customer? There are two of them.
Les moi.
They could both be involved. I recognize their faces from our wanted list. Which one do we follow? Oh no, they're splitting up. What now?
Cat.
Cat, tail the guy with the jacket. I'll follow the other one. Keep in touch by radio. Okay, I'll keep on him and keep out of sight. Wait, which one? Oh, this guy. Okay. Make sure he doesn't see me. Yeah, you don't see nothing. Keep on walking. I love the way they go up the stairs, just boop, 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 boop. I guess Cat does the same thing. Where's he going? If he leads us to a suspect. Yeah, me too, Cat. That poor kid's alright. Usually Kat would probably stop and make the kid feel better, but we're right in the middle of tailing a criminal right now. I can't get distracted. This is important business. Well, I guess I shouldn't assume. I don't know if he's a criminal or not. Sorry, I thought he was turning around. I got so scared. I was like, shit. Right behind that building. Oh, there's the guy. That's the suspect. I have to tell Chaz. Chaz here. Cat here. I've spotted the suspect. The guy I was tailing is talking to him. I'll be right there. Try to hear what they're saying. Okay. Eavesdrop. Do I need to get closer?
Okay.
We've got a job for you. Take this to the usual spot. I told you I don't want any more high-profile jobs. If someone sees me, not that again. Nobody remembers who you are. You don't know that. Someone might still suspect me. I don't want to die.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you want our protection, you better do what we ask. Okay. Chaz, the suspect's gonna make a delivery. He was warned he wouldn't get protection if he didn't do the job. I see, so he's just a cog in a bigger criminal organization.
Sui.
He was really scared, like he was afraid to get found or killed. Can't follow him to the drop-off. Whoever he's working for should show up. We need to shut down that organization before we can grab him. I'm going to investigate what that building he was in. I hear a bike. Hurry, you can't let him out of your sight. Oh boy. It's going down to Ulnor. Nope, wait. He's heading towards the World Tree. Oh no, he's going into the area beneath them. Okay. That makes more sense. Oh, I see where he's going. You know, but those guys. Cat here. I'm at the site. Keep your eyes peeled. We found explosives in the building the suspect left. It looks like our man is on guard duty for a criminal organization. So all these boxes have explosives? I've called in the HQ for backup. Officers should be on their way.
I'll be there as soon as I can, so just stay out of sight. Okay, I'll keep watching till you get here. Okie dokie. Time to finally chow down on that donut. Cat, come on. I got caught in my throat. Oh no, I can't cough now. I'll just wash it down with the coffee. Oh shit.
Huh?
Who's there? Ah, crap. You with the cops? How come you're sniffing around here? Ah, shit. Chaz, they spotted me. If they get away, we'll never solve the case. Nobody's taking me down. I'm out of here. Of course he's making a run for it. I almost forgot these boxes are packed with explosives. I can't break any boxes or they'll blow up in my face. Guess Chaz's training technique won't go to waste. Ow, shit. Or I could just pick all the boxes. Phew, that takes care of them. Nearly blew myself up. Jeez. I don't want to die. Hey! Nope. That's him, Chaz.
こちら
Thank goodness, you had me worried. Maybe all that training of yours paid off. Now let's get to the bottom of the missing orphans. Missing orphans? Are you here to knock me off? I'm just a goon for hire. I don't even know who did the hiring. Please, fight it in your heart to spare me.
プラ
You realize we're cops, right? Cops?
シウィ
We're in a position to offer you protection if you cooperate. Are you behind the missing orphans? Yes, I'll tell you everything. Just please help me. 3 years ago, I was working for a different group. One day, they told me they needed a bunch of kids. So me and the boys started snatching up orphans. We passed them on to our boss, and that was it. But since then, the others have been disappearing. Even the organization was wiped clean. I figured I was next, so I've been hiding ever since. Tell us where the kids are. I don't know. They didn't tell me anything.
シウィ
It's obvious he doesn't have any answers. That's probably why he's been allowed to live as long as he has.
シイ
All we can do is report this to HQ. Oh. Shit.
お
Rigos. What happened to the backup officers? Suspect sighted. Apprehending.
ラフ
Why are they here? I didn't patch into the Grigo network. Super user override. Taking suspect into custody. You're just gonna let the Grigos take him away?
Huh?
Chaz? Barbosa!
おお
Good work finding the perp behind the missing orphans case.
あのえ
But it's still unsolved. We don't know where the children are. The real perpetrator buried all the evidence and anyone involved. Chaz, sometimes you just gotta accept things. Whoever pulled this off might be right near the top. I can't bear to lose anyone else. Not after Sid.
ラフ
I know, boss. But if Sid was still here, I know he wouldn't give up either. There's something about this case that's nagging at me. Once I pin it down, I'll continue the investigation. Thank you for all your help, Cat. If you aren't giving up, I won't either.
シイ
Sounds like he stumbled on a clue.
Barbosa, do you have any idea what it might be?
あのえ
Beats me, but my gray stuff doesn't work as well as his.
シ
It's
イ
more suited for a good alcohol soak.
Oh, come on, I know you know something. I'd only scratched the surface of the dark conspiracy that loomed over Hexville. When I discovered how bizarre the truth was, there were no words to describe it. And I'm sure I will discover that next time.
because unfortunately, that is going to be where I'm going to stop today. First, I'm going to head back to Kat's house and redecorate. Come on. There we go. Alright. Is that everything for now? Oh, behind the scenes 3. Is it? Oh, okay. Side missions. That's the Ajin and Yuji mission, so no. That's also the Ajin and Yuji mission, so no. That's the delivery mission, so no. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to do the delivery mission because it's a pain in the ass, and I don't want to do the Ajin and Yuji missions because they suck ass. So, not the missions. Aji and Eugene as characters suck ass. So, I'm going to... Where is the fluorescent girl? There she is. Oh, she's at the top of the clock tower. I want to activate the... There she is. Tell me, are you the other powerful one Siania told me about? I have been contained. Long ago, people feared me and trapped me here. I want my freedom. You can help me? Please. Alua? Alua? Who's that? Huh. Oh. Yep. There it is. 21. The end of the world. It's down in Aldmore? Alright. I want to redecorate Kat's house first. Something in the mail? Oh, I think it's a letter from the guy who runs the factory in Aldnoir. Thank you for helping my father the other day. We've been on great terms ever since. He goes on walks every day now. He became friends with some of the musicians and even took up an instrument. If you ever see him playing, feel free to jump in with a song. I hope I run into him. That sounds like a blast. Oh yeah, that was the old guy I helped in the last episode. Pipe house. Okay. Change appearance. Cat beds! Yay! Dusty, I can give you a bed! This one? Straw bed? Yes. That looks a little better. AC. There we go. Starting to look a lot better. Nice. Got my own TV, too. Okay. Alright. Head on up. Oh, there she is. The Shining Girl. The end of the world. Alright, and I will do that next time. So, yes, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to watch any of the older streams that you might have missed, they're all on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/JerboyTV, sorry. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please be sure to follow. If you'd like to help me out, I have a Patreon that's only $5 a month. Patreon.com/GTAllstead. If you'd like to check out my social medias, they're all in the About page on my Twitch channel. Once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. I love you and miss you already. And hopefully I will see you again very soon. Bye!